Hello everyone, welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into Capricorn. All right, the next 7-day outlook for Capricorn and a love connection that they have with someone in their lives. Now, this relationship or connection could be a reconciliation, it could be something new, it could be something that they're currently in. Whatever the case is, we're going to take a look at it. And again, it's just a 7-day snapshot. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. Show me what is going on for my lovely Capricorn. Show me. Do one more shuffle. Now I'm going to cut it. All right. So Capricorn, your person is coming in with strength. You're coming in with 3 of Cups. Nice. They see you as an 8 of Swords, and you see them as a 5 of Swords. Uh-oh. They desire 5 of Cups. You desire Empress. And what needs to happen is the Tower. And for you is the Magician. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Wow. So this is interesting. Let's get this. There we go. So the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck. Let's get right into it. You're coming into the week with 3 of Cups, and your person is coming in with strength. They're coming in with a high degree of sort of like, I want to say, control, strength, pride. As far as they're concerned, they're really holding back. Right? They're really holding some of their emotions back. Now, this reading could be vice versa as well, of course. But they're really being very, very careful about, not snapping or not, acting out of jealousy or anger, and really being strong and reserving their sort of their emotion. You may be dealing with somebody who's highly volatile anyway. They may be a very fiery individual. But this is a week where they're coming in and they're really purposefully sort of maintaining their strength and their composure. Now, you're coming into the week with a 3 of Cups, Capricorn, and so you're feeling really, really excited and sort of, you're coming in with a high degree of wanting to sort of interact with everybody, be amongst friends. You're feeling really gregarious this week. Some of you will be meeting with friends this week. 3 of Cups is sort of like, reaffirming those loyalties to your tribe, the people who you consider to be close to you. So it's really interesting that your person is coming in this week really trying to maintain some of their composure, whereas you're kind of very, very excited. You're going to be sort of the social butterfly this week. You're going to be doing a lot of chatting with your friends, actually, right? So that there's an aspect to that I'm going to come back to that's teasing in the back of my mind, but I want to finish as I get into this reading. Now, your person and you, how do you guys see each other this week? Well, this is where it gets interesting. They see you as an 8 of Swords. You see them as a 5 of Swords. So you guys are at odds. You're bickering. You're arguing. You see them as somebody, you're seeing them as really, I want to say playing foul. You know what I mean? Some really resorting to some nasty tactics, right? You guys aren't really doing very well with each other the way you're seeing each other this week. 8 of Swords is also, for them to see you as 8 of Swords, they feel like you're being really unreasonable. You're not really taking responsibility for your actions, right? And that you're kind of getting what you deserve, whereas you are feeling that they're being really petty. You're seeing them this week as being really petty and really arguing. I mean, to have 8 of Swords and 5 of Swords opposite each other, Capricorn, is really not a good week for communication in a love connection. Now, this is just a 7-day snapshot. I'm going to pull some more cards where something has gone on here. And this is why I'm saying, it's coming back to that 3 of Cups. I almost start to wonder if there's outside interference that has come into this situation to make you guys be such at loggerheads. Now, what do you guys desire? Here we go further. Your person is desiring really to deal with some issues of the past. They have something on their plate that they are kind of resentful of, that they're still kind of butthurt about. And it may be that they're not willing to talk to you about it, or they've been unwilling to sort of raise it with you until now. But they really want to deal with this issue. And whatever this betrayal or this pain is from the past that has really kind of like been allowed to sit and sort of fester, that's really at the heart of why they are acting the way they are acting. It could be that they're being really, really petty because of that. You have 2 5s here, right? You see them as a 5 and they are desiring this 5. So 5 is power struggle. And there's something going on here where I almost feel like they're afraid to really tell you how they're feeling with that strength card. They're kind of like, well, look, I'm not going to say anything. And then with you kind of like being with your friends and your tribe this week, it could be that this is raising an issue. Now, for some of you, Capricorn, I'm feeling like this is definitely an issue that happened before. All right. I'm feeling like something happened before. You may be socializing with a particular friend this week, Capricorn, that was a source of trouble with this connection, this person before. It may be something that you're not quite aware of. With that Eight of Swords, it could very well be that you're not even aware of your friendship with this person being such an issue. It could very well be that you're not aware of the issue that your person has, right? And so, of course, they're seeing you as the Eight of Swords, which is not really taking any responsibility. Capricorn, you might be feeling kind of like, well, whoa, this is all out of the dear blue sky. I didn't know you had this beef, or I didn't know it weighed on you this heavily. There's a little bit of that going on. Some of you Capricorns did know, and you're kind of just playing like you didn't know. Some of you did, and that's part of that toxicity from the Eight of Swords. But in any case, this is kind of like a feeling of what I'm getting here this week, Capricorn, that you're dealing with somebody who's still really, really upset about something from the past. And some way that you're acting with certain people this week is what is bringing it to the head. Now, what do you desire? You're desiring to just move on and grow and just be beautiful and creative. The Empress is all about sort of growing, nurturing, being the divine mother, right? So you're kind of really wanting to be there. It could be a case of, it may be a case of you being overly nurturing to certain people in your life and your person feeling a little bit hurt about that, Capricorn. All right? Because the Empress energy is strong, protective, nurturing. She's the divine feminine. She's the divine mother, right? She's the one who comes in and shows you how to grow things, so shows you the power that is involved in being strong, being patient, putting energy into yourself, right? She's nurturing to others and she's nurturing to herself. And what you're desiring is Empress energy. Could very well be that you're desiring more time to really nurture yourself. Could very well be, for some of you Capricorns, you might be a little bit fed up with this person in as much as you're having fun with your friends. You're wanting to really sort of be the best you can be with that Empress energy. And here they are. They're just bickering and they're still butthurt about the past. Some of you Capricorns, I have my Venus in Capricorn, okay? I'm a Sagittarius, but I have Venus in Capricorn. I can, I understand Capricorn, woman, man, when it comes to like being sort of, I want to say, out and about and wanting to be beautiful and decked out. That's a thing that Earth women have and Earth men have. Earth signs have that. And I feel like that's a part of what's going on here too, Capricorn. It's like, you're kind of like, well, look, I'm out. I want to be the best I want to be. I want to be my divine self. I'm having fun here. Finally seeing my friends. Maybe after a period of isolation, because the Hermit is there, right? So some of you have definitely been in isolation for a little while. You've been away from your tribe for a little while, your friends, and this is really important to you. And yet your person, I feel like, is the one who's kind of like, well, Capricorn, you're being really selfish. You're not paying enough attention to me. It's weird. And then with the Strength card as well, it almost feels like you're dealing with somebody who really needs to have the center of attention on them. The spotlight on them. Remember, Strength card is the card for Leo, and so sometimes that Leo tendency of wanting to sort of be in sort of the main spotlight, and when that doesn't happen, having to be strong, because otherwise you may lash out with jealousy or certain of those base emotions, right? I need a break for a sip of something to drink. Hang on one second, guys. All right, so now what needs to happen? Your person needs to have a tower moment. Basically, and realize that things aren't the way they think they are, and things aren't necessarily going to go the way they want them to go. You're having the Magician come in for you, and so for you, it's kind of like really play to your strengths. Just continue to be, that beautiful, creative, nurturing Capricorn Empress energy that you're desiring, and really, really play to your skills and your talents. Your person is going to have a wake-up call is what I'm seeing. I'm going to use this deck for this one. Your person is having a wake-up call. They need to have a wake-up call. A tower moment is coming for them where they're going to just realize that things aren't the way they expected them to be. Things are not what they perceived them to be. And there's really going to be something happening here that's going to come out. It's really, it's odd, right? Because I feel like the communication isn't there, Capricorn. Whatever they're upset about, they haven't told you. Right? They're just not telling you. They're being petty, they're bickering, they're arguing, but they haven't come right out and told you. And so it's kind of like, oh, okay, you want to be angry and you want to be all upset, but you don't actually want to communicate with me, tell me what's going on. And this is why they're the ones who are going to be having kind of the tower moment, which is realizing in a lot of ways that if you don't tell people what's going on, if you don't, let me get that camera steady. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. If you don't tell people why you're angry, you don't tell them why you're upset, then you can never get to a place where you're going to heal, where it's going to get sort of better. In any case, show me some, I want to show some clarity. Show me some clarity on that Three of Cups. I want to know what that Three of Cups is all about for Capricorn. Show me. Four of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so for some of you, it's about finances as well. You're kind of really wanting to maintain your power and your stability, right? And so you're going to be searching, this week you're going to be, you're going to be celebrating coming together with people that you know, that you trust, that you have a loyal bond with. And a lot of it is going to be in an effort to shore up your physical stability. So whether it's work or your living conditions, your environment, your physical environment is really important to you, Capricorn. And something about it or its stability is being threatened. And so you need your friendships. You're needing your friendships right now to help you with that. And so nothing's really going to stop you with that. Right? And Empress is all about that growth, that physical growth as well, but nothing's really going to stop you. So that's what that Three of Cups is all about. Carry on with that, Capricorn, for those of you, right? Make sure that, because those bonds that you have with those people and those loyalties that with people that you trust, that is exactly where you're going to need to go to help you with this situation, okay? And meanwhile, I'm not sure that your person here is really helping, but in any case, show me, I'm going to get some clarity. Show me some clarity. I want to pull a card for these two in between. A lot of times I'll pull cards to clarify one card, but sometimes I pull cards to clarify the connections, because in readings you also have pathways, connections between the cards that have give you some indication or help to interpret the message that's coming through. But let me pull an extra card for that. Right in the middle here. All right, so that's what the Lovers is in between. They're butthurt about something in the past, right, that is to do with this relationship. So either they were cheated on or something, or they were hurt in some kind of way, and they feel like you're really not taking responsibility for it. They feel like you're not acknowledging it, you're not taking responsibility for it, and it's like they're so hurt about it. And you guys may have discussed this, but something about it was not discussed the right way. Now, I think the Tower moment for some of them is going to be the fact that you don't care, or that you have no idea even what they're talking about, and yet they're still so aggrieved. And meanwhile, you're really kind of oblivious to it. And I feel like that is almost going to be the Tower moment. Show me one more between this Empress and the Magician. Show me. Seven of Cups, so disappointment in love. There you go. Seven of Cups is unrealistic expectations. And, a lot of us have unrealistic expectations in relationships where they look good on paper, or what's going on looks good on paper, or we expect people to change. But right here, the connection between Magician and Empress is realizing that some relationships or some expectations in relationships are unrealistic. And the only way you're going to get what you want and what you desire is to put the work in. Empress and Magician together. Empress, desire, wanting to express yourself creatively. The Magician, working at it, maybe failing sometimes, but continuing to work at it, This is taking responsibility to get what it is you truly desire. I think this is coming on the heels of you realizing that something about this connection has been unrealistic. Some expectation about this connection has been unrealistic. And some of it could be coming out of the fact that you were isolated, and up until now, because of the isolation, you didn't really realize that it was like that, but now you're realizing it. All right, my Capricorns, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your reading for the next 7 days, your love outlook into a connection that you have with someone in your life. I do hope it gave you some clarity. If it did, please like, subscribe, and share. But most importantly, hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload. I don't upload on a regular schedule, and I'm just getting back after this really tumultuous year we've had this last year all over the world. A lot of us are really re-tapping in, right? And so I will be doing the readings that call me that day, and I don't want to stick to any specific schedule. So hitting that bell to be notified of what video I'm uploading when is going to get you in on it as soon as possible. All right, guys, I love you so much, Capricorn. Have a wonderful week, and I shall see you guys at your next reading. Bye-bye now.